Hey guys, so tonight I am going to talk about should your knees go over your toes when you squat or not. And for those who regularly do CrossFit, the answer is obviously going to be a resounding yes. But for those who have maybe been in traditional physical therapy, the answer may be no, my PT told me to never do that. And the short answer to that is that's because what PTs are or were told and still are told in school, but that information is actually not accurate with the most current research. So if you don't let your knees go forward over your toes when you squat, you're decreasing the forces at your knee, yes, but you only decrease it by 22%. Guess what you also do at the same time? You increase the load on your low back by over 1,000%. And that number seems kind of crazy, but it's true. It's been proven. And let me show you why. Because the total force of the demands that you do for the squat, the total force is not going to change. It's just where that force is distributed on the human body changes. So if you're doing a squat, your knee going forward, your hips do more of the work. You decrease that force at the knees, but you're increasing the force here because these muscles work more. You shoot your knees forward, your knees do more work, your lower back and your hips do less work. Now, I'm not saying you should continue to squat with your knees going forward over your toes if you have knee pain. That is different. When you have knee pain, sometimes you do want to decrease that translation. But in the absence of knee pain, you want to let your knees go forward over your toes, because that's going to distribute the load better. From your lower back, it's going to take some of that load off. However, what you don't want to see is a very knee-dominant squat where the knees shoot forward and move first, and they go way over the toes and the heels come up. That's not what you want to see. You want to see a nice overall lowering where the hips actually initiate the descent, but the knees move really soon thereafter. So it's a nice lower down, not a shoot forward, not a going backward like this. That's more of a deadlift or a hip dominant movement. What you want to see is a combination between the knees and the hips doing the work. So if you do have knee pain, sometimes increasing that forward or decreasing the amount that your knees travel forward can help with that. But ultimately, you want to get to the point where your knees travel past your toes because of the significant force reductions on the lower back associated with that. So if you have questions, if squats hurt your knees, shoot me a message. I'd love to chat with you. If your doctor says, hey, squats hurt your knees, maybe you should just quit squatting. Don't listen to that doctor. That's a bad doctor. Go find a new doctor, because squatting is an essential form that you do in everyday life. You squat to get on and off a toilet. And squatting is one of the things that people tend to lose the ability to do as they get older, simply due to avoidance. If it hurts, you don't do it, and then the less you do it, the more it hurts and the more you avoid it, and it's a perpetuating snowballing cycle. So if you have pain with squatting, questions with squatting, shoot me a message. But long story short, yes, your knees should pass your toes.